R is equal with the 6 cosine 3 theta. If we have just a cosine theta, if the 3 is 1, for example, we already know this is a roses with 1 petal. But if we have a 3, we already know this can describe the roses with the 3 petals. And if we have a roses with the 3 petals, first of all, we are going here to divide the 360 degree divided by 3, which is 120 degree. So it means that in each 100 degree we have 1 petal of the roses. But first of all, let's see, and let us start from the first one, from the first quadrant here. If we are taking a 0 degree here, and if we are plugging here instead of the theta, 3 times 0 is 0, and cosine of 0 is 1 times 6 is 6. So it is 6 here. But no, between a pi over 6 and the 0 is a pi over 12. And instead of the theta, if I am plugging in pi over 12, but 3 times pi divided by 12 is a pi over 4. And pi over 4 is a cosine pi over 4. A cosine pi over 4 is a square root of 2 divided by 2. And times 6 is give me 5.20 somewhere, because we did in the other video, is a 5.20. Same thing is going to be with the minus pi over 12. So this is going to repeat here. But if we are going in the pi over 6 here, or 11 pi over 6, those are going to repeat two values. But let's say pi over 6. If I am plugging here pi over 6, 3 times pi over 6 is going to be, when we are simplifying, pi over 2. And cosine in a pi over 2 is a 0. Times 6 is a 0. So this is going to be 0 from in here. And now what's going to happen, even if I'm going 11 pi over 6, is going to be 0. So here is going to be 1 petal. So just let me draw this with a different color. Let me go with the red one, like a red roses. So, and it's going to be something like this. So this petal is going to be something like this. And now the radius here, as we see in the middle here, this radius is a 6. So the radius here is a 6. So this radius. So let me write with a green, with a blue color. And now every 120 degree, as I said before, is going to repeat 1 petal. But if we are going, for example, 120 degree here, so we already know 120 degree, we are converted into the radians, is going to be 2 pi over 3. But if I'm going 100 more 80 degree here, is going to be from here to here 5 pi over 4. 5 pi over 3 is going to be, it means 120 plus 120, 240. So this is a 240 degree. Okay, here. And now let me draw here a little bit of those lines, okay? Because here is going to be in every line here is going to be 1 and 1 petal, and here. And now this is a very, so I'm just drawing those 3 critical points, and 3 critical points were here. In this point, 5.20 was here, 5.20 here, and here was a 0. Same thing, I'm going in this position here. But here is a 6, I'm sorry. Here is a 6, and this is a 5.20, and 5.20 is here. So this is the 6 petal. Almost I made a mistake a little bit, so let me erase those points. So those are not the points. And same thing happened with this one here. So the radius is a 6, and this point here was 5.20, here 5.20, and the 5.6, and pi over 2 goes to the 0. Same thing happened here. Whenever repeated with that is associated with the pi over 6 is going to go to the 0, because it's associated with pi over 2. Whatever is associated with pi over 2 in a cosine gives us 0. And now we can just draw those points here. And we are drawing this here, this petal. And this is the rose in this side. And the other is going to be something like this. Okay, I'm going through these 3 points, critical points. And now we have roses with 3 petals that describes this equation, this polar equation here. R is equal with a 6 cosine 3 theta. And 6, this is the radius, and of course pi over 2 are those all are the angles. And